Well, you're playing out on the playground, you're applying for college, you're doing all sorts of things. KUTV is here from Utah State University.
My alma
Aggie.
mater, I went to Utah State. Are you a true Aggie?
Absolutely.
Awesome, you have to be. But let's talk about it, because I know everybody just got done with high school, and they don't want to think about college, but you kind of need to get that stuff in. There's a couple deadlines we're going to give everybody right now. We're going to give 3 deadlines, and the first one would be?
Well, there's a couple different ones. If you're an incoming student for this year, you already missed the deadline. May 1st was to apply for, to accept your scholarship. But there also is, you have until pretty much through the remainder of the summer to sign up for housing and student orientation, and student orientation runs throughout the whole summer. But the biggest thing is for incoming students for next year, so our juniors for next year, it's time to start looking. And so that's kind of what we want to start promoting, is to start looking now, because if you're waiting until the beginning of your senior year, you're kind of already behind.
Junior year, because I always hear people, I mean, when I was in high school, my parents, when I was a freshman, were like, you need to start thinking about college. And I'm like,
smart parents.
Because your parents just wanted you to move out of the house. That's why they were saying that. Yeah, I heard that in 8th grade. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's talk about October 1st.
What we'll start doing is we're going to start doing all sorts of different deadlines that will be coming up. So the biggest one to mark for juniors is the December 1st deadline, because that's the final deadline for scholarships. But all scholarships are on first come, first served basis. So that's the thing, is becoming familiar with what scholarship opportunities, because there's so much out there. There's departmental, there's, the academic scholarships, there's needs-based, leadership involvement. There's all sorts of scholarships, but it's just becoming aware of what's out there and making sure that you make the deadlines.
Okay, so how do you apply for one online?
For academic, actually, you just apply online just for straight admissions. And so that's the nice thing, is with Utah State, there's no separate application. As soon as you apply for admissions, get in your ACT and your transcript, you'll automatically be considered for academic.
Because it can be overwhelming, I think.
Absolutely.
You feel like you really want to get in, and so what else do we need to have besides
best advice I can do for you is to make sure that you get to know the rep at your high school, because all of the high schools have a college rep, and so they oversee all the scholarships. So encouraging, parents and students to sit down and meet with that counselor, and so they can make sure they're getting that information. And also, all the schools all have reps like me that have all the information, and so it's just making sure that you're being really proactive and making sure that you're getting in touch with the right people.
And for all those out there, I really, really do suggest Utah State as a college. It was amazing, the university. You think it up there, everybody up there, it's a true college town. You're all kind of quarantined right in that area. You're getting to know each other, and winter is here. Just never take a 7:30 math class, because if you walk across Old Main Hill, chances are your nose hair will freeze and you'll have to retake that class. I'm not saying I'm speaking from experience, but I'm speaking from experience.
Absolutely. So.
And the requirements are for a senior, it's a 2.5.
You got to have at least a 2.5 and at least an 18 on your ACT. So a 90 index overall. And so you can see all the schools have an individual.
Now I know it's weird, because we're an ACT state, but there's also SATs.
Yep, and you can take ACT or SAT. We'll take either one. And we always tell students to try both, because sometimes you'll really excel at an ACT or an SAT. Right. It just depends on the student.
Case, what did you get on your SAT test?
We don't always have to be honest,
really
yeah.
You don't remember.
I got in. That's all that matters. I got in. So for more information, they want to know about Utah State University.
Absolutely.
Where do they go?
Visit our website, www.usu.edu/admission.